Hey there guys! Thanks for watching our videos. Here's another one for you. I have a sales montage. Pretty much it's just a bunch of stuff that sold. And I like to do that rather than show all of the haul videos. And we do show some of the hauls during our podcast, but I like to show what has actually sold. Because there's a lot of stuff that sits on eBay for a while, but it doesn't always sell. So enjoy these clips. Woo! Alright, this sold the other day to John, so thank you, John, for buying this. It is our Mummy and Monkey t-shirt. It's a size extra large. We have them on eBay, sizes small through 2XL. So I'm going to pack that up. But yeah, thank you to our customers that have ordered our merchandise. We do appreciate you, and we are working on more merchandise for online and for the conventions. Alright, this lot of items, there's some sterling silver pieces in here, along with some costume jewelry pieces. Some of them are stamped 925 sterling, and some are not. Like this bracelet is stamped. It's really lightweight though, none of this stuff is real heavy. But I put them together. There's like a spoon ring that may or may not be silver. And put it together as kind of like a mystery lot. And I gather up jewelry that I get really cheap from like flea markets or thrift stores. If it's cheap enough, I can sell them in lots or sell them individually, whatever I think is better. But this sold for $30 for this lot of stuff. It's like 6 items. And I'm going to pack that up right now. So I just listed a bunch of jewelry recently. A lot of sterling silver that I had to clean. And some I keep. So this was a yard sale find, the one I'm wearing. And I'm keeping that one. I like the blingy blingies. Alright, so I'm going through my jewelry drawer. I have some little drawers that I keep the really small shiny things in. And this one just sold. Well, they just paid for it today. It did sell overnight. It was $40 plus shipping. This is all rhinestone here. And it was missing a few stones, and the clasp is broken. But the reason why this sold for $40 instead of just a buck or two is because it is marked by an artist name. And the artist name is, let's see, Joseph Wisner, New York. So in really tiny letters, right here it says Joseph Wisner, New York, and it's really, really pretty. So someone, if they wanted to, if they're crafty enough, they can fix this up. They can repurpose it and make some new jewelry out of it. But that name, Joseph Wisner, for vintage costume jewelry is very collectible. So there are, some costume jewelry pieces that can sell for a little bit of money. So just because it's junk jewelry doesn't mean that it's not valuable. So that sold for $40. I'm going to put it in a flat rate envelope. I'll pack it up nice. Another name that's costume jewelry, but they do sell, is Sarah Coventry. Like, this is costume jewelry, but if you see stuff that's Sarah Coventry, some of those sell between $10 and $20. And there are some sterling silver pieces that Sarah Coventry made. And there is a following for Sarah Coventry jewelry. So very cool. I'm going to clean up and put everything back nice and neat so it's easier to find things, because I had to take everything out just to find that necklace. Alright, not everything sells for like 40 bucks or 100 bucks. Sometimes I sell things for $8.99. But it's okay. I paid only a buck for this pair of jeans. American Eagle Artist, size 6. They're cropped jeans. I do sell clothes from time to time. I do have a lot of clothes listed. I think I will phase the clothing out or limit it to just certain things. And with some of the American Eagle stuff, if I get it for like a buck or two, sometimes I'll buy it. It all adds up. But it is tedious to list. It is tedious. You have to measure everything out. You have to measure the waist, the inseam to waistband length, and then the inseam, and then the ankle. Sometimes people ask for measurements for the hips. They want to know how wide the hips are on jeans. So it can be tedious, but some people sell clothes in volumes and they're doing their thing and they love it. So yeah, hey, it's getting a new home. So thank you. Which customer was that? Let's see. I'm going to check. I know it was another Ohioan. So thank you, Deborah in Ohio. I'm going to pack this up for you. Alright, well I have some great news. It's Saturday, March 9th, 2019, and this dolly has a new home. I paid $3 for her at a local thrift shop. She is a bootleg version, a generic version of a 1950s doll by Ideal Toy Company, and it was a saucy Walker doll from the 1950s. I guess she would say mama, you know, and kind of squeak. And you can move her legs, and you could pretend she's walking with you. And she looks creepy as hell, but I kind of like creepy dolls. They don't seem to bother me for some reason. And I try to, like, clean them up and get them new homes. Sometimes I feel like I need to rescue them. So I turned $3 into $26. I gotta get her packed up. Alright, this item sold for $18. And I believe I picked it up at a flea market for $1 or less. It was mixed in with some costume jewelry and little trinkets and things. This is a Harday sewing kit. It has vintage threads, some vintage needles in there, and it's in this cute little case. They're all wooden spools. This lettering looks really old. This could be maybe 40s, 50s, but this sold for $18. It's Saturday morning, March 8th, 2019, so I sold the doll and I sold the sewing kit. Kind of a quiet day and a quiet week. I have over 1,000 listings right now, and my sales are just really slow, so I'm hoping they pick up, and there's more items I need to list, so maybe that will help too. I was going to run the clothing on sale, the clothing, the bags, and the shoes. I was going to run a sale starting today. And sometimes if I run a sale, that will help boost that as well. So we'll see. We'll give it a try. Alright, this is Sunday, March 10th, 2019, and I had a lot of sales today. I'm back from Cleveland Comic Con. We were out all day dressed up as the Mummy and the Monkey. Michael Myers, this NECA bobblehead from 2004. Michael Myers from the Halloween movie series. He sold for $70. Some of the horror stuff, like horror movie genre items, are very collectible and harder to find. So this guy's really cool. I'm happy he got a new home. Woohoo! Okay, this one's a Coach bag. It's a vintage Coach bag from, I believe, the 1970s or 1980s. But it does say inside that it is made in New York. This sold for $40. I did pick this up at a local thrift store on sale for $7. So not bad. I turned 7 into $40. The vintage Coach bags that are made out of that really nice leather, I mean, they hold up. They stand the test of time, and they are made so much better than the ones now that are made in China with like a really thin, crappy kind of leather, or sometimes not even leather at all. Sometimes they're made out of canvas, and they get stained up. The fabric gets worn out. So the new Coach bags aren't really made with the same quality. These ones are great, and they last forever, even if they are a little bit beat up. You know, they're still sought after. Woohoo! These shoes are made by a company called L'Artiste. It's all French and fancy. Let's see. L'Artiste. And they're leather. They kind of look like Victorian, like steampunk boots, or maybe like something Prince would wear. This is like velvet here with these little rivets. And they're just a really cute, fancy boot. I paid $10 for these, and they sold for $44. Anytime I find boots in this style that are like real leather and in clean, good condition, they seem to sell. And they make them in different brands. There's one called Neo Sense. This one's called L'Artiste. Yeah, L'Artiste. And then I think let me find the name on here. What does it say? Bellegarde. Okay, for some reason it's not focusing. But yeah, 44 bucks. Woohoo! Hey there, guys. Alright, this item sold for $124 even, plus shipping on eBay. Today is Tuesday, March 12th, 2019. I had this on Poshmark for several weeks, and I had likers, but no buyers. That seems to be an ongoing theme with Poshmark. I have things on there, people like them, it sits forever, and no one buys. But with eBay, I put this up, and 2 days later, it's sold. This is a Brahmin, like leather bag, and I'm not sure if it's snake print or snake skin, but in here it looks like it's alligator or something. But yeah, this sold for $124. I paid $8 for it. And the pricing on the Brahmin bags are all over the place, from like 60 bucks to 500 bucks. This one is smaller. They call it an envelope purse. And it's clean, it's in good condition. This opens up and there's pretty much just enough room for like a cell phone, lipstick, keys, you know, like the basics. So it's a small bag, but it's really cute. And yeah, that could actually be alligator. But if this were a bigger purse, I would have tried for maybe a lot more. But because it's smaller, you know, it's you don't fit as much. So I had the pricing kind of lower on it. But I'm happy that it's sold, and I'm going to get it packed up. Toys are my absolute favorite thing to sell. And here is Miss Lily Munster. I think she sold for $22. I don't remember. I'll have to double check. But she was part of a lot of toys that I bought last year from a gentleman that was a collector but was wanting to part with his collection. And I bought some things from him. And I had some other Munsters toys that sold, you know, over the past year. But she was one of the stragglers. I have her, and I have, Grandpa Munster is still listed. But yeah, she sold. And she's out of the box. But even out of the box, people do like their action figures. They do like their toys. Especially the monster movie stuff and the classic monsters. Like the Munsters. And the monster kids collect that sort of thing. The people that grew up watching this stuff. Or the people that are just fans. You know, they like all the like Halloween and monster kind of stuff. So Miss Lily Munster is getting a new home. And yeah, they're my favorite to list and to sell. I love the toys. They're the best. Alright, these sold for $44.99. And the brand is Sirocco or Sirocco? Sirocco? Tomato. However you say that. Anyway, it has the original box. This is from probably 1950s, early 1960s. So it would be considered mid-century. So this is pretty cool. There's a pair of these, and I won't open up the other one, but they're wooden shelves with these little flowers on them, like little daisies. And on the back, it says, what does that say? Sirocco wood. So it is like real wood. And there's little hooks on the back to hang them up. I paid $5 for these at a yard sale last summer. So it did take a while to sell, but they did sell for $44.99. Yay! Good morning! Today is Monday, March 18th, 2019. And I have about 7 things to pack up. The sales were a little lean this week, but I had some good sales. So this radio, it's a cathedral style radio cabinet. It has that curve. I have it, I'm starting to get it wrapped up in bubble wrap. But this sold for $200. I picked this up at a thrift store a year ago, and I paid $7 for it. And it's beautiful. The brand is Kennedy, and it has a speaker inside. So I believe this can be restored. There are people that like to buy these and restore them. And this is going to a customer and fan, John. So thank you, John. I'm going to wrap it up real good. And I'm going to ship it FedEx, but it has a Jensen speaker in there. And there's wiring and stuff. I stuffed the inside a little bit with bubble wrap and some foam just to kind of protect it, because those speakers, that's a really old speaker and you want to keep it nice. It could probably be reused. The cabinet's going to need some work, but it's pretty, you know, it's solid wood, and I think once it's restored it's going to look absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I love the old-timey radios. I have some other radios listed on the eBay store, and for right now they're just sitting. I also have a really rare stereo listed as well by Wollensack from the 1960s. So we'll see. You know, it's a niche thing and not everyone's into old radios. But I am happy to get this guy a new home. And I'm going to wrap it up really, really good.